he was just, I swear, the camera goes up and this guy starts being so introspective and honest and wonderful. And I'm like, dude, okay, we need to put this on camera. So he
No.
started right now. So that's why I press record. So this guy can say what he wants to say, but he never says it.
It's so true. It's so true. Like every time we turn off the camera, there's like it's going down. It's so much fun.
I know.
And then we get back on the camera. It's still fun, but like I don't talk about the things that I want to talk about.
Oh my God. Go do it before
Okay,
you
okay.
forget.
So
There you go.
when I was getting divorced, or when in the process, when I realized this wasn't gonna work, it was really hard. Like, I felt okay. Before the divorce, there were some years that were mundane. They were kind of dull, and I contributed to that. I was having a hard time. We weren't complimenting each other on, let's say, financial things or even some other things, decisions around the children being a big one, around boundaries and around getting on the same page when we're, what we want to make a priority as we make our attempt to rear these children and have them grow up to be like human beings
Good people, yeah.
functional in society, basically to thrive. So when you're feeling, what happened to me was I was feeling not validated. I was feeling like my spirit was like I had given up. I had kind of been defeated because I was like, well, if I tried, this happens. And if I, I don't want to waste a lot of energy, fighting all the time in front of these kids. So it kind of, it really stunted my growth for a good long time of the marriage. I don't know how many years it was, maybe like 7 or 6. It's a long time to be stunted. Like I should be a lot further along in my life with my things. I mean, I could be, if that divorce would have happened a little bit earlier. But I didn't want it to happen.
And there's the blessing, in disguise, that it is so you can get up to par with who you're really meant to be. And if you're in the union that you are in, you're not, it gets to a point again that I'm talking about catalyst, things being catalyst, for your growth. That these things happen not to you, but for you. And in essence, what you're saying is that you, like you said, your growth wasn't happening, and again, it makes, it's understandable because of the shock, of the hurt, of feeling all of a sudden not wanting to try because you don't want to fuck things up, more than they already are. You figure, I tried and that failed. If I try again, it may fail again. So you just become very what's the word, shy or tentative, or you don't want to try anymore because of what you've encountered.
Yeah, because of it's like the same dance that has been done. It's been rehearsed, and there are sprinkles of new data that comes into our existence, which is life. And does, it does take effects, like someone might lose a job or someone might have an injury. I know that happened, a health problem or something like that. That's a big thing that can happen. And, that's why, when you take an oath in front of God, you sit in sickness and in health. And that goes back to bravery, loyalty, courage. It takes courage and honor. To love, and that's what love is it's like an insanity. It's like a madness. It's like a form of madness, and a lot of times it doesn't make sense. Um,
That's funny because I mean, not funny, haha, but
yeah.
but you know, you call it a madness because it's almost like somebody snaps at your head, and you're like, oh, I see things clearly now. This is not working out, and again, I go back to this being, divorce being, or this union of two people is is a blessing in disguise.
Hmm.
It's because we get together with people because we want that other part to complete us.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a big thing. I like to say that we're mirrors from each other. So we need to learn from each other. And there is a point where it's like a return on investment, like how much you're investing into the
Well, you
relationship.
think that would work out that way, but it doesn't necessarily, because the other party has to be involved as well. The other party has to be on the same at the same level as you.
Hmm.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because all these interactions that we have with our spouses are seeds that are being dropped, and they're gonna be growing,
Germinate
and they're
something.
gonna be harvesting at some point. And each person has so many opportunities every day. I mean, imagine just like in 1 second, like my brain can probably have 3 or 4 decisions made, like in 1 second, right? That's not inaccurate, is it?
Mhm.
Yeah. So the amount of seeds that we can plant, whether they be good, bad, or indifferent, and are just astronomical. So for two people to be together forever,
Yeah.
um, that is a very, very difficult
That's why
thing.
men and women shouldn't be married. I keep saying it.
But we should be together, and we should learn from each other.
Well, yeah, and absolutely. And I mean, I think that we both learned a lot from our mates, our ex-mates, But in the end, again, we got, I personally got with my ex because I felt incomplete and I thought she would complete me. I thought that she would give me what I want, what I did not have, which was love. And
Hmm.
again, in the end, you have to love yourself first. And I think that this is why people become disunionized because you have to go on your own path to learn how to love yourself.
Thank you. Thank you. That had to be said, and that was articulated perfect.
So see, it happened for you, not to you.
Exactly. It did. It happened for you and not to you. And we are designed to be by ourselves. We should enjoy our own company. We should be able to just be happy to be breathing. We should have we should be able to do so many things. And when we're held up to these certain expectations, it's just holding us back. So
Yeah, because I mean, it all also goes with the culture and everything, the expectations that society has for you as a married man, or you as a married couple, or you as parents and whatnot. It's all specifications, it's all guidelines, it's all laws, it's all and in the end, it omits all the your soul, your heart, what you really are yearning for and what you're here to do as a human being, as I think in my personal opinion, I think that we all have a mission to accomplish. And when your union that you have, or you had, is not really helping you to accomplish that, then you must go on your separate ways.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, I'm going to say 80% of all the growth that I have had in my adult life has happened after the divorce, um, uh, and a little bit before. But before that, I had I didn't feel like I belonged anywhere.
Hmm.
I felt like I was like, am I in the right country? Am I, do I, is there something wrong with me? Am I like an alien because I don't feel alive? I don't feel like this is how I should be living my life. And those are things that I probably should have expressed, to somebody. But, with the way that society is, and it's now getting better. Mental health is starting to become more of a
More
focus.
acceptable.
I do like that about America, that we're starting to really grasp the importance of how, gosh, the mental health is just a huge factor.
Yeah.
And
'Cause society messes you up. Let's just be honest. Society messes you up, and in the end, you have to go and rescue yourself. And I think that in our cases, divorce was a good thing, because then we started to look back. I mean, when I was told, "Oh, now you're divorced, now you're free, you can do whatever you want, you can go and start having fun," I'm like, "What is that?" So again, this thing.
You're like a baby.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're
You
starting all over again. You're like, okay, looking around. This is so different to me. It's like a different world.
Yeah.
What do I like?
So take this situation of divorce, as a blessing in disguise. It came to you just so you could become who you really are meant to become.
Yeah.
And so this way we can get rid of grudges, we can get rid of the bad blood, and just move forward. It's onward and forward. Because for it to, not to get dark, but I saw a case where this teacher had been, he had a divorce, and all his money went on to to pay for the legal bills and whatnot. He couldn't see his children. In the end, in a field trip for the school he worked for, they went to Disneyland. This happened like in 2020, 2021. It was right after my divorce, or right after I split up from my ex.
So beginning of COVID.
Yeah. And so he went into Disneyland, for this school trip, for field trip for the school that he worked at. He went up to, I don't know what attraction, and just ended himself out of the pressure. So this is why we're making a show like this, man. We're making these kinds of talks, for you out there, so you don't feel alone. You don't feel like life is screwing you over. This is the biggest opportunity you've received in a long time. The fact that you don't have anybody to say what, to give you any ifs or buts about your life and what you're meant to do with it. Wow. It's a good thing that this happened to you. It's a good thing that now you are free from anybody else's input.
Yes, being by yourself is amazing. You should cherish this time, and you should use it wisely, and you should really be a good job of managing the community that you're around. That means your 6 closest people that you interact with. That means whether you are what sort of activities that you're participating in. Are they uplifting to you, or do they are they bringing you down? So that's a huge point. I'm glad you brought that up, and I like the way that you phrased it.
Well, because I didn't have 6 people. It came to the point where I went towards my family, and then I realized, they're just exactly like my ex, and this is how I got with my ex, because of generational patterns. The garbage that we carry that makes us be attracted to the wrong people, because that's what we were fed when we were little. Not to go into too many subjects, but that's literally why a lot of the times we get together with other people, because they have the same toxicity as we were raised with. So in the end, again, these things happen just so you can just cleanse yourself from all the crap that you've been contaminated with and find yourself again.
Exactly. You're resilient, and you're ready to move forward and to thrive, and all you have to do is just implement the practices. Use your intuition, and it'll guide you.
Yeah. And we're here for you. We're here for you. I mean, what we're trying to do with this program is to build a community so no father feels alone, no father feels without answers. No father feels like it's the end of them because they don't have that world that they used to have. No, baby, it's just the beginning. So
yeah,
we'll see you on the next one. Okay?
Yes, we will get you to thrive. Thanks for joining.
Take it easy.
Yeah.